Welcome back to Impact Math with Ms. Taylor. Alrighty, we have graph each equation using m and b. Okay, m, what does that stand for? M stands for the slope. Okay, so we're looking for rise over run. The b is our y-intercept. That's where we start on the y-axis. So if we go over here, our m is always attached to the x. So it's the number that's attached to the x. So here our m would be -5 over 3. Okay. So this is telling us we go down 5 to the right 3. And then our b is going to equal 10. Okay. So we're going to start at 10 on our y-axis. Okay, this is 10 on the y. And then from there, I'm going to go count down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm running to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And I put a point. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a point. And we could do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And this right here is our linear equation. Alrighty, let's practice some more. Let's go to the next. Number 2, graph each equation using the m and the b. So our slope, which is always attached to the x. Okay, so right here is the number that's attached to the x. So our m would be 2 over 3. Remember, it's rise, so we're going up 2, and then we're going to the right. We're running to the right, +3. My b is where we start on the y-intercept. Okay, so what does that mean? We're looking for the y-axis. So I'm going to put my first point at 6 on the y-axis. From this point, I'm going to count up 2. Do not count this first point. I had a student that was counting this as 1. No, the jump is 1. That's a huge mistake, okay? So don't fall for that. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, and you put your point. Now you can see that we don't have any more points up top that we can get on the graph. So what we can do is we can go the opposite direction. So instead of going up 2, we can go down 2. Don't count this as 1. You count the hop. 1, 2, and then we're going to run to the left 3. 1, 2, 3, and put a point. Do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And you have your beautiful line. Alrighty, let's go to the next. So here it says graph y equals 4x minus 15. Okay, so I want to first determine what my slope is. My slope is a number that's attached to the x. In this case, it's going to be 4. Now you have to remember slope is rise over run. So how do we get this run part? Well, every whole number can be written over 1. So this is telling me I'm going up 4 into the +1. I'm running 1. My b here is my y-intercept. And that's going to be -15. Okay. So we don't have -15 on here. So we're going to start where? Ooh, so I kind of jacked up on this one. But in everything we do, we can do another way, right? So if we don't have it on our graph, what we could do is plug in a x value. So we can plug in 0 for the x. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. Let's plug in something. Let's see if we could plug in 5. Let's plug in 5, okay? And we don't want to plug in 0 because we just get negative 15, and we don't have 15 to graph. So if we plug in 5 here, we would get y equals 4 times 5 minus 15. So y would equal 20 minus 15, and y would equal 5, okay? So remember, my point that I'm looking for is 5, comma 5. I plugged in 5 for x, and I got out 5. So 5, 5, let's go here, boom. Now from this point, 5, 5, I can do my slope. So my slope says I'm going up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm running 1 to the right. Now I can go the opposite direction of both of these. You have to go both. So instead of going up, I'm going to go down. Remember, don't count this as 1. You count the hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to run 1 to the left. 1 point. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the left. And then we have our beautiful line. Alrighty, let's do another one. Number 4 says graph y minus 2x equals -1 by using the m and the b. Alrighty, in order for you to use the slope and the y-intercept, because remember this is slope, called slope, and this is the y-intercept form, you have to first get it into y equals mx plus b. You have to put it in that form first. And see, the problem is this negative 2x is on the wrong side of the equation. So we have to move this. And how we're going to move this is by doing the opposite of that minus. So we're going to add 2x to both sides. So now we would get y equals, these are not like terms, so we cannot combine these. And since we cannot combine these, we write them right next to each other. 2x minus 1. Now that we have it in slope-intercept form, we can determine the m and the b. The m is going to be a positive 2. Remember, every whole number can be written over 1. So this is telling me I'm rising 2 and I'm running 1 to the positive. My b is always a number that doesn't have a letter attached to it, which is called the constant, which is -1. So I'm going to start at -1 on my y-axis. And from this point, my slope says to count 2. You count the jump. So this is 1, 2 over 1. Boom. Do it again. 1, 2 over 1. Remember, this doesn't count as 1. It's the hop that counts as 1. So 1, 2 over 1. 1, 2 over 1. And you can keep on going. Now, to get this bottom half of it, you go to the opposite of your direction. So we can go down into the left one. So we go 1, 2, put a point. 1, 2 over 1, put a point. And you keep on going, and then you have your line like that. Alrighty, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. And let's try this next one. Pause the video here, try to get it, and then see if you're right. So graph y minus x equals -4 using m and b. Alrighty, so what we want to do is, remember, if we want to use the m and b method, we first have to have this equation into the form y equals mx plus b. This is not in that form because the y is not solved by itself. So we have to move this negative x to the other side by doing the opposite of minus. So we're going to add x to both sides. And we get y equals x minus 4. All right, now that we have it in this form, we can identify the m, which is the slope, which is the number that's attached to the x. Well, some people might be like, well, there ain't no number there. There is always a number there, and it's a 1 that's always attached to every variable letter. So we put 1 over 1, okay? Where's this 1 coming from? Every whole number can have a 1 underneath it, okay? This 4 even has a 1 underneath it, okay? And then we're going to do b equals -4, which is called the y-intercept, okay? So we're going to start at -4 on our y-axis. That's where the y-intercepts are, on the y-axis. So here we put our point at -4. My slope tells me I'm rising 1 and running to the positive 1. So I'm going to go up 1 over 1, 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 and just keep on going. Now I can go the opposite direction by going down 1 to the left 1 to get my bottom half of my line. And this right here is your beautiful positive line. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Have a blessed day, and I most definitely will catch you on the next one. Bye.